What up? Another video. This one though is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to make a video for people who are just getting started. And there's another base over there. So basically, this is DayZ. It is a hardcore survival based in Russia, and it's very different than any other game out there right now. So, the first thing you're going to know when you buy this game, no matter what server you join, I would recommend official because community servers they can vary. Like, you can spend a lot of time on those and they'll just be taken down, so I always recommend going to official. So, you're going to want to pick one server to go to, because if you pick a server and then you kill yourself, you're gonna be thrown. Well, no. If you pick a server and you join a different one, you're gonna have to respawn because it's gonna throw you in a completely different part of the map, and you're not gonna know where to go. So what I would recommend is pick one. Now, this is a third-person server, as you can see. But there are first-person servers as well. It's up to you what you'd like. I prefer playing this game in first person because it feels more realistic and a lot more immersive. So, I don't know if this base is going to be abandoned or not. Hopefully, maybe someone will be here to help us out. But, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to download the app or secondary application, whatever it is for PC. I don't know what it's called. But you're going to download I Survive with a Z. And you're going to try to figure out how to locate yourself around the map. I think this base is abandoned. But you're going to, once the app is downloaded, you're going to hit the 3 lines in the corner. And you're going to go to switch map. And you're going to download both of the Chernarus maps because you're going to need them. Only the Geo one, but you can do both. The Geo one just helps with detail and whatnot. So, hold on, let me just take care of these zombies real quick. I want that bag right there. So, after I show you this base, you're going to want to look for street signs. And sometimes it is hard to find them, but I'm going to go through a couple spawns to try to show you what it looks like. I don't know how long I'll be doing this. I don't know how many spawns I'll get through, but I'll try to do as many within like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. We'll see how random the spawns are, but you're going to want to look for around where you are at different buildings. Hold on, let me just... Hello? You're just going to want to look around and find street signs. Now, you're going to know that some spawns are better than others, but the most important thing is knowing where you are. So, this game has a lot of fun things to do. It can be kind of frustrating, but that's what makes it fun. Like, when you die in this game, don't look at it as if I wasted all this time, but you get to have a new and amazing adventure. So basically I'm saying don't be afraid to die. And I do think, yeah, this base is slowly deteriorating. I don't know why anyone would build down here, but I have my suspicion, but I will keep them to myself because I don't want to accuse people of doing something they haven't done. So, okay. So, I don't know if this, yeah, this is, why? That's so weird. Okay, anyway. So you're gonna come over here as the sun is coming up, Perfect timing. And so this is a gigantic industrial area. That's what they call it. And you're going to want to run up either side of the road, depending which way you want. And your food will go down pretty quick in the cold, because this is more of it's a very hilly map, so the more inland and high you go, the colder it gets. So keep that in mind for future reference. Okay. So, you're gonna wanna run down here, and eventually you will find a road. Or not a road, sorry, a street sign. So, actually I'm kind of lazy, and I don't really want to run all the way up there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna respawn and pretend as if I just got into a fresh server. I haven't gone anywhere yet. And I'll show you. Yeah, keep in mind there is broken bones in this game, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill. Oh my god. Surprised I didn't pass out from that. Okay, there we go. So, this will be what a spawn looks like. Now, third-person servers, or really full servers, or high populated servers are going to be pretty glitchy. So I'd recommend for your first ever time going into a low pop server, unless you want to risk it and try to meet somebody. But so what you want to do is know where the ocean is, and run toward a street or a building or a main road, basically. And you're gonna want to look for signs. So, over here. And this is where the eyes revive really, really helps. Without it, it's gonna take a very long time to figure out where you are. So, you type in NYCTA, and it should come up as Makta, or Pusta, whatever. And 3 kilometers south is where you are, because now that I know where I am, it says 3 kilometers that way. And if you find that town and go down, you'll be able to see. So this is south, that is north, east, because the sun is coming up on the east, and the west is over there. The sun is very important as well, but you have to know where you are first. So always use the ocean as a way to help know what direction you are. The ocean can go from west all the way up on the right side of the map, the east side of the coast, and it will basically show you which direction you have to go inland. So, we are in Electro. So hopefully it gives me a random spawn. Oh, there's a guy. Hello. How you doing? Hello? What did I do? Wait, come here. I just thought of something. I need you to kill me, because I need another spawn. Do you mind? Do you mind doing that for me? Can you help me out? I need to respawn. Actually, okay, I'm curious. Let's fight it out. Now, come here. I'm not gonna block. Fair fight. Okay, I'm gonna die first, but... You should get a mic, by the way. Okay, that's really embarrassing. We're both missing really bad. Come on! No! There we go. Okay, sorry for that little interaction. Didn't have a mic, so... Alright. Now, this is going to be a good one. So the sun is right there, and since we know that the sun is coming up, we know that that is east. So that means that way is south, and that way is north, and that goes inland. So the main thing is knowing what loot you want when you first do it. After you've respawned in a couple times, and you find signs, honestly, my biggest tip of advice is to not waste your time, is to not spend too much time looting if you don't know where you are. Try to find a loot route that you know well. So what I'm going to do is run over this way, and the biggest thing you will need in this game, especially starting out, is you need a knife. Water isn't too much of a big deal, but you need a knife. So the knife can be found in different places, but the most common areas are houses, or if you find two rocks, you can make a stone knife. And it's going to help you open cans, it's going to help you hunt and cut your food up, make fireplaces, so you're going to need a knife. So let's just check these houses, and we are, is there a sign? Okay, here we go. I don't normally look at signs anymore, but here we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in TY, and what that'll do is show you different ones. I think this one's called Tolga. Nope. TY. Wait, since I already know where it is, I'll just tell you. This is, if I can find the map here. Okay, so this actually doesn't have a town. This actually is just a little, I thought it had a name, but it doesn't, so. It's just a little village. Well, not really even a village, really. It's just like 3 houses, so. I'm gonna start my loot journey from here. You're definitely gonna want to get better clothes eventually, because this map is pretty cold, especially when it rains. So nothing in there. And this will show how fast your food goes down if you don't eat anything. But yeah, all these houses are worth checking. The only things that are not worth checking when you're a fresh player are industrial areas and like giant buildings. You can worry about those later. But oh, no fucking way. What the fuck? So if you're lucky enough to find fruit and whatever, then it'll be easier, but if you're not, I'll show you where you would head. So you just want to do this. I probably will leave some, but take as many as I can, and I think it will grow back, as long as you don't destroy it. So just to take more than I can, I'm just going to eat some right now. And the better food you do, like if I cook these, it'll be better, more calories and more energy, so yeah, I'll just take them. Now, if you can't find a knife right away, you're gonna want to look in these types of sheds. Little sheds are very useful in the beginning, because they can spawn axes, lockpick like that. Don't really want a lockpick though. Or these ones. Okay, a shovel. The shovel is great, but I don't know. It's not the best for opening tools Or not, oh, I'm sorry. Not the best for opening food. I'm trying to think at like 1,000 miles an hour and loot at the same time, so forgive me for my, banter, but... So, I am also heading west, just from down the road. I should probably go into third person. So I came from that way, toward the sun, and I'm going to loot all these little houses, just in hopes to find something. So you want, even though the colors may not look ugly, you still want to grab the better clothing, and I'll show you when I find some better pants at what better clothing means. Now obviously camouflage is number one, but you want insulation, meaning you want the clothes to be good for the cold. So I'll show you. It's okay. So these, if you hover over them, it'll say low insulation, and if you go to these in the top right, it'll say bad insulation. So even though I don't like blue because it's really bright, just grab all these peppers and continue to the next house. There's one last house over here. And the easiest way also to find houses and find your way back is just follow the roads. And ooh, pretty soon you will be able to find better stuff, and you'll be able to, you know, like say if the first 3 times you travel a road you're in the middle, and then before you know it you're out here, and then before you know it you don't even have to use the road. You can just look at where it goes, and so on and so forth. So just looking here, not too much. Normally these houses don't have anything. Guess I'll take that. And you'll notice the bottom left-hand bar on my screen, next to my character bar thing, it's starting to go down. Now what that means is the more stuff you carry, the heavier you're going to be. So if you have like a plate carrier and 3 guns and all this other stuff, you're going to be really heavy. So that's something to keep in mind. Would you rather be heavy, or would you rather be able to run fast? Now, sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. Also, killing zombies does have a slight chance of spawning food as well, so always check them with the D-pad, or I'm not really sure what the thing is for Xbox, but forgive me. Yeah, all of these rules pertain to Xbox too. I don't want to leave them out because they are in the community just like we are. This is just for PlayStation. And as you can see, I found one of the best items in the game, a knife. So, you're definitely gonna want, oh my god, sometimes the game with multiple people in here kinda freaks out. Once it gets to like 20 people, it starts to get more glitchy, obviously. Especially in like really high traffic areas, but it's all part of it. So, you want to get hats, gloves, anything you can to keep your warmness up. Even check this. No, that's not really a good one. Camouflage is obviously number 1, but if you have any questions or comments, improvement tips I could give, video ideas, I would be more than willing to do so. So leave that down if you're into that kind of stuff, or I can just continue PvP. I just like making these videos because it gives me a platform that'll have these videos forever. So. My fucking controller's about to die. Now, don't drink from a fountain too much, because you will throw up, and you'll waste all of that time, and it just won't be beneficial to you. God damn that fucking controller. Okay. Just keep drinking until the bottle is full, and once you get more food, you're gonna want to focus on filling the food first, because the water takes a lot less to fill, because it's more heavy, and it's just how it is in this game. So this game is very patient. You have to be very patient, and that's why I love it, because it's very calm and soothing, but it's also very tense too. So it's not for everybody, but hopefully I can maybe convince someone to try it, or help if someone's trying it and they don't know what to do. So come on, fail for me. Okay, there. Once you see the icon right there, that's when you stop immediately, because you will throw up, and it's not fun. So, I'm still running west, because the sun's toward my back, which is the same way that the ocean was. And you're gonna come down to a dirt path down here. Don't want to keep following the road. I actually haven't done this route in a little while, so forgive me. Okay, so sometimes when you find houses in the middle of the woods like this, they can spawn hunting gear. Like that. So someone has placed that. So, oh my goodness, there's a lot of zombies. Okay, as you can see, my food is starting to go down. This is why melee weapons are so important. Even if it's just like a hatchet, anything to get you started, I always recommend using an axe, because they're very strong, especially when you're in a dire situation and you need to kill zombies, unless you just shoot them all, obviously. But okay, to eat some more peppers. Now, the only reason my food is going down so fast is because I'm cold, which makes your health go down if it's blinking. Makes your water and food go down really fast, and it can make you sneeze as well. So it's very important to try to find the right clothing to survive. Hopefully there's something in here that's better than what I have. If not, then no. Sometimes I don't even go for certain items because they're too bright. Like, I don't want a white hat, because then someone can see that from like 150 meters out or more if they really have a good scope or whatever. So I try to stay dark if I can, but obviously if it means surviving, then just grab what you can. So I'm coming up to this last house, and if you just follow paths, usually they lead somewhere. And I am heading to Masta. M-S-T-A. So hopefully that can kind of help. So, the biggest thing is you have to know where you're going. So if you want to look at your map right now, I am going to MSTA, just type it in, and I came from the west, and I'm right on the blue path right now. So I'm going to try to give you a good way to get off of the coast. Oh, a sporter. Because if you stay on the coast too long, you're going to die. But you need to know where you are. So it's kind of like a, I don't know, it's difficult to explain, but knowing where you are is important, but also getting off of the coast. I'd recommend knowing the coast, getting familiar with a spawn, knowing where you are, and just trying to go from there. Like, don't try to know every spawn right away, but when you die, every time you die, keep respawning until you find a street sign, and you should be able to find your way northwest. I chose the Masta route. If you go to Masta, MSTA, and go east, I came from that little area near underneath Solnichi. I'm actually losing food pretty fast. And this is actually one of the first times I've started fresh on 1.10, because most of the time I already have stuff, but I died at the airfield. But, alright. So yeah, just following this path. It's not too difficult. Again, the difficult thing is just staying alive. But I'd recommend, if you can't find a knife, it's not going to be easy. So I was lucky enough to find one, which helped me go inland, but yeah, as you can see in the bottom right, if you're not moving enough, you will actually die of hypothermia, which it's not in the game. It's just you're dying from freezing to death. So you kind of want to be moving as much as you can, unless you go into a house to cook something. But you're gonna want to also look behind you once in a while, because you never know. Okay, so if you keep going this way, there's gonna be something better. So if you follow the blue trail, you're gonna see Masta, MSTA, and you're gonna be approaching it from the southwest. And you'll see the water fountain with the bar next to it, the little mug. And you can go up here. I also should mention, since I'm just walking, if you go to your map, if you're on your map, hit the little funnel looking thing and scroll all the way to the bottom and turn off vehicles. Like, turn off like all the vehicle spawns, you know, all the military stuff, because you're not going to need that yet. You can't just go to the military if you don't know how to keep your character alive. Again, if you know what you're doing a little bit more than someone who never played, then go right ahead, but I'm playing as if I'm telling myself from the past what to do, because I struggled a lot. It took me a very long time to figure out how to play, because I didn't know that there were tutorials, and also didn't know that there was a map on my phone until like a month in. Is that a base? I say, this server is pretty active, honestly, and not in the places I would expect. Okay, you're just gonna want to drink one of these again, or just eat one of them. I guess it would be a good time to show this. Since, say you made it here now. Is a base. Hold on 1 minute. Give me a second. Why would you build a base down here? Hello? Anyone home? Hello? Could just be a trap. Some people make decoy bases, so you waste all your materials on it and there's nothing in it. So keep that in mind if you ever decide to hoard grenades in the future. Okay, so now I guess I should show you how to make a fire. So you're going to having your knife already. Get some sticks. And you're going to need some bark as well. Get a couple. Get quite a few pieces if you can, depending what kind of knife you have. If you have a stone knife, only use it for the bare minimum, because it will destroy. It will get ruined, sorry. I don't know why I said that. Okay. That's actually not a good one to do it in. That's another thing, you want to get a good fireplace too. So the best fireplaces are the ones that look like wood stoves. They have like a chimney. I'm sorry, not wood stove. This one is not good because you can only place a couple things on it at once, where one like this in these types of houses. No, that's not the right one either. Oh shit. Yeah, so now I'm starving to death. Can hear shotgun in the background. The server is kind of active. Your shoes. Okay, I guess, yeah, like this. This is the perfect fireplace. So you put your bark in, logs, however many you have. Different trees spawn different size. You need a long stick to break it out. And I'll show you in a second. This is all of your stuff. So these are for smoking your meat. This is for just cooking it, your fuel, kindling, like rags and stuff. Don't put anything in the fireplace because it'll ruin it and you won't be able to use it again. So, and then you need to have one piece of bark and also one stick. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to break the whole thing down. And one stick. So that way you can make a fire kit to start the fire. So you break the stick down by holding R2 or right trigger, I think it's called, and combine it with circle or whichever button on the Xbox is on the left, and hold R2 to make the hand drill kit. I'm trying to do this as best as I can, but one take is a little difficult, but I wanted to do it this way to show it rather than just commentate over it. So then you hold R2 to ignite it. And you can stand pretty close. And I usually hit R3 on all this stuff that I don't need because there's just more stuff to look at. So once you're sitting here for a little bit, you will see, okay, that means it's done, so those are done. You will see the temperature gauge next to your apple. start to go up near the fire, once you see a plus sign there, that means you have a heat buffer. So you can walk, swim, no matter what you do, you'll remain warm for about 3 to 10 minutes, maybe 5. But that'll at least help you get across a town, across the water, go fishing, whatever you need it for, but it definitely helps. Even to just run around in the rain, so highly recommend you do that as much as you can. I don't know how much this is going to help my hunger out, but I'm just going to eat all of them. Go in third person for a little bit, just to show you this view. Yep, there's a plus symbol. I'll try to get it. There it is on the bottom right. Next to my apple, you see the plus. That means I am immune, or the cold, and anything won't affect me from getting cold. Okay. Just letting you know that the gun I have right now is absolutely shit, but it's better than nothing, so... Now, if you hear a cow and you have ammo, you have to run at it, like you have to. Because a cow can make you last literally for like in real time, like days. Just off of one cow, if you cook all the meat right. So I hear a chicken around me, and I'll show you how to fillet a chicken. Or quarter it. Last one. Now obviously a chicken won't help much with your hunger, but it will be better than nothing. No matter what. So, this is also why I have said, like, no mic, no life. Like, you need a mic to not only talk to people, but to hear stuff around you. Check all their vicinity by hitting the touchpad on the PS4, and I'm assuming also the PS5. Again, not sure what that button is for Xbox, so I apologize, but... Oh my god, come on. There we go. Okay. Now, what you do is you come up to it, put your little dot on it, and you skin and quarter it. Now, do keep in mind, no matter what animal it is, once you cut an animal up, it's going to make your hands bloody. Now, it's a good habit to always clean your hands, because you might not always have the right materials to be immune to the diseases. So I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick. You just tap square and it washes your hands for you. And then we can go back to our fire. Oh my goodness, look at all this. They really didn't have to do this. This is honestly gonna help me get into the map, so I don't really feel too guilty about this. Okay, I'll just take that. That's quite a bit enough. But yeah, someone actually put that there with a pickaxe, and I'll show you that when I show you a bit more about the looting and stuff like that. Okay, this is the wrong house. Again, the wrong house. Fuck. Do keep in mind when you do a fire, that's what happens. So someone can know you're there. So don't forget that. Now, you want to put your meat on. Just for curiosity, I'm going to put some peppers in here and see what the smoking does. I think it might take longer, but that's okay. Because the more you eat right away, the better. Like, don't hoard your food. The only thing you should be hoarding for food is the cans. Like, stash them, whatever. Because that way, it'll never decay. Like, if you have meat on you, eventually it will decay. It'll rot. But it'll last longer if you cook it first. Hope I didn't burn that. I'll have to look. Okay. Guess it does work. Yeah, it's okay to sweat too. Like, have your character yellow. It's a lot better than having it blue. So just step away from the fire, and it'll be fine. But you don't want to burn your food, because then you can't eat it at all. Obviously, if you get red like that, it's just as bad as freezing. So... fuck. So... you eat as much as you can until you see the full bar. And then you can move on to find more stuff. So it's not that bad. Guess we can loot the houses while I'm doing this. So, with this town, same thing. I just want to... oh my goodness. Hello? Take care of these zombies real quick. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to loot the town like in a track. So loot the left side first, and then loop around and do the right side. Damn, there's a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people, a lot of peppers, damn. Oh shit, my bad. Can wear raincoats, but they don't do what they used to do. So basically, do this side of the town. Just check everything that is not gigantic. If it's a gigantic building, it's not gonna have anything. At least for when you're starting off. So, aha. night torch just in case. And sorry if I'm playing in first person, but I'm just used to it. This is just my preferred. I'll do third. Okay. Yeah, that's a much better jacket. Even though it's damaged, it still will be a lot better. Want to keep doing it. You can try to pick clothes that blend in, like grays, browns, blacks. Like this backpack right now can be seen from way up there, so keep that in mind as well. I'm never too cautious about my stuff because eventually you will die. So don't be afraid to get yourself out there and get shot at, because it is quite the experience getting shot at. See, you can get food from the zombies, so always check. And if you're real desperate, get your gun out and shoot at zombies in a building, and all of them will swarm, and some of them should have food. Hopefully. I should have kept that sport. Okay. Now there are a lot of different rounds. So once you find a gun like this, you take the gun out into your hands. You don't have to take it into your hands, but hover over it, and it will tell you the round. 7.62 by 3.9. So that is an AK round. So every single gun will tell you the rounds when you hover over it. So now that I know where I am, the fountain was over there. You run up this hill. I came from that way, down that way, toward that little hill. And you're gonna want to check some this hunting stand at least. Again, if you're still struggling with where to find stuff or where you are, you just... Oh, okay, this is perfect. So, if you can find a compass, it'll be your best thing in the entire game, besides batteries. So that way is south. I came from the east. So basically, just pick a spawn that looks good, find the street sign, and loot around and try to go northwest. If you have any questions, I will answer them in the comments. But so if you can see from up here, there's a little dirt road down there, and I just came from that little stand. You can meet up with the road, like a checkpoint up here, if you will. Like, come up to it. Kind of nervous, I don't have any bullets, but whatever. You come up to the road and you can just follow the road again. You want to go this way. And this will take you to the town of Staroy. If you look on the map, I'm coming from the east. And I'm near the... I'm near Masta, so. Masta heading west to Staroy is basically the short part of that. Server is a little buggy, so there's probably quite a bit of people on here. So. And as you're going, you can just eat. And then eventually you will hear the sounds of an animal. The only thing that I would not go for is a deer, because the deer are very quick and they will get spooked really easily. So I'd recommend going for a cow, but if you are going to go for a deer, shoot it in the face, because it's the best option. Okay, so you want to check these stands. Now this is going to be your first military area if you are coming this way. So keep that in mind. Got some buckshot. Keep that in mind if you decide to go to it like I am. Even though I have no weapons, I'm still gonna fucking do it because I want some ammo. So you just run straight to it. On the map you'll see Steroy, and it's like a little cove in the trees. So just go that way. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. This has been an extremely long video because I wanted to show what DayZ is all about and what it's like to survive in the cruel world of Chernarus. So, if there's anything I missed or you want me to talk more about, let me know. I'll get to it and make a video about it. I plan on doing some hunting and cooking, some clothing types, and guns, which ones are not worth it and which ones are. I plan on doing some base stuff if you're interested, or stash locations. Just let me know. And if not, then I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Thank you.